Did you know that the book of Deuteronomy contains a startling admission? It explicitly states that some things are deliberately kept secret by God, known only to Him. This intriguing declaration sets the stage for a profound exploration of what is revealed. This is a story about a nation on the brink, a leader's final passionate plea, and the enduring weight of choice itself. 40 years have passed since the Israelites escaped Egypt. They stand now on the plains of Moab, across the Jordan River from Jericho and the promised land of Canaan. Moses, their aged leader, knows he will not cross over with them. His final act is to speak, to remind, to warn, and to prepare this new generation. Deuteronomy records these powerful farewell addresses delivered over a few short weeks. Moses looks back. He recounts the long journey from Mount Sinai, emphasizing God's mighty acts of deliverance and provision. He reminds them of their parents' failures, particularly the rebellion after the spies' fearful report that caused 40 years of wandering in the wilderness. That entire generation perished, except for faithful Joshua and Caleb. Now, their children stand ready. But Moses knows history repeats itself. His core message is a call to remembrance and obedience. He passionately reviews the laws given at Sinai, explaining and applying them to life in the new land they are about to enter. This isn't just a dry repetition. Moses connects the laws directly to their relationship with the God who rescued them. He restates the 10 Commandments, the foundation of their covenant with Yahweh. He expounds on statutes and ordinances covering every aspect of life. Worship centered solely on God with no idols, justice for all, care for the vulnerable, tithing, annual feasts celebrating God's goodness, guidelines for kings, priests, and prophets. The theme is clear. Loving God with all their heart, soul, and strength is the only path to life and blessing in the land. Moses paints a vivid picture of two futures. If Israel listens, obeys, and clings to the Lord, they will experience incredible blessings, prosperity, health, victory over enemies, and fruitful abundance in the land flowing with milk and honey. But if they turn away, forget God, follow idols, and break the covenant, devastating curses will overtake them. Moses describes these consequences with stark, almost terrifying detail. Disease, drought, famine, military defeat, exile, and utter despair. The choice, he insists, is starkly before them. Life and prosperity, or death and adversity. He urges them to choose life for themselves and their descendants by loving the Lord, obeying Him, and holding fast to Him. Near the end, Moses formalizes this renewed covenant. He writes down the laws. He directs the Levites to place the book of the law beside the Ark of the Covenant as a permanent witness. He appoints Joshua as his successor, charging him to be strong and courageous. Moses then teaches the people a solemn song, a poetic witness against them for future rebellion. He blesses each tribe individually. Finally, Moses climbs Mount Nebo. From its peak, God shows him the vast expanse of the Promised Land, from Gilead to Dan, from Naphtali to the Western Sea, from Judah to Jericho itself. Moses sees it with his own eyes, but he does not enter. There, on the mountain, Moses dies at 120 years old, his eyes undimmed and vigor unabated. The Lord Himself buries Moses in an unknown grave. Israel mourns for 30 days. Joshua, filled with the spirit of wisdom Moses imparted, steps forward to lead the people across the Jordan. The book closes with a simple, powerful statement. Never again has there arisen a prophet in Israel like Moses, whom the Lord knew face to face. Deuteronomy stands as a timeless testament to God's faithful character and humanity's recurring struggle. It reveals a God who keeps His promises, rescuing and providing, and who deeply desires a relationship with His people, built on love and obedience. The book lays bare the stark reality of consequences. Obedience brings life, and blessing rooted in God's presence, while rebellion leads to death and curse, separating people from His goodness. It underscores the profound responsibility of choice, urging us to actively choose life by loving God wholeheartedly. Moses' passionate appeals remind us that faith requires constant remembrance of God's past faithfulness to navigate present challenges. Furthermore, Deuteronomy points forward, establishing the need for a prophet like Moses, who would perfectly mediate God's word and will, ultimately fulfilled in Jesus Christ. It teaches that true life, both then and now, is found only in wholehearted devotion to the God who redeems us and calls us his own.